Been on the air for 15 years.
On this particular show, yes.
And look, and 3 of the cities is in California. What the hell? What the hell?
It doesn't say none of your business.
These are the top 10 most savage moments when celebrities called out Ellen DeGeneres right on her show. Watch as celebrities shut Ellen down with sharp shade and biting sarcasm. It's awkward, bold, and impossible to ignore.
I get it to somebody else in my house.
Yeah.
No, it was not.
Wanda Sykes. So it all starts casually. Wanda Sykes is just explaining her parenting style, how her kids fly coach because, well, they don't have jobs. Makes sense, right? Then Ellen tries to flip the script. The look on Wanda's face says it all. She's thinking, what is wrong with Ellen? And without missing a beat, she claps back.
The words, but I make my kids fly coach because they don't have jobs. What the hell they doing sitting in first class?
Right.
They don't have jobs. Jesus, Ellen, what's wrong with you?
I don't know. That's why I don't have kids. I don't.
To which Ellen weakly agrees, Wanda hits her again. And that was just the warm-up. As the show went on, Wanda didn't hold back. She went from talking about her comedy tour to roasting Ellen's so-called tour. Ellen stammers. Wanda jumps in. Ellen denies that it was a tour jacket. Then Wanda delivers the kill shot, showing the audience the jacket. She continues.
From your tour.
Yeah, I didn't.
You actually had tour jacket.
Well, it
made up.
It wasn't a tour. It was.
No, it says tour.
Well,
it says tour.
Yeah.
Tour right there.
Yeah.
Now, 4 cities. 4 cities. That's a weekend for me. That's not a tour, Ellen. You did some dates.
Uh-huh.
And look, and 3 of the cities is in California. What the hell? What the hell?
She doesn't stop there, Wanda says with a grin, dragging Ellen's entire tour through the mud, all while smiling like it's nothing. Ellen tries to save face, but she's stuttering, fumbling, visibly thrown off as Wanda just watches her scramble. Dakota Johnson's. In November 2019, Dakota Johnson's appearance on The Ellen Show took a surprising turn. During what started as a lighthearted chat, Ellen casually mentioned not being invited to Dakota's 30th birthday party. That's when things took a sharp turn that quickly became TV history.
It's good to see you. Happy belated birthday. When was your birthday?
It was October 4th.
October 4th. You turned 30.
I did.
And how was the party? I wasn't invited.
Actually, no, that's not the truth, Ellen. You were invited. Last time I was on the show, last year, you gave me a bunch of about not inviting you, but I didn't even know you wanted to be invited.
Well, who doesn't want to be invited to a party?
Well, I didn't even know you liked me.
Of course I like you. You knew I liked you.
Without missing a beat, Dakota replied. She went on. Tension immediately filled the room as Ellen looked caught off guard, visibly struggling to respond. Dakota doubled down. Ellen, clearly thrown, asked. Ellen asked, searching for a way to recover. But Dakota didn't back down. She said firmly, turning her attention to Ellen's team.
Ask Jonathan, your producer. Who said you were?
I was invited?
Right there.
Why didn't I go?
I don't know.
Was it? Oh yeah, I had that thing. It was probably in Malibu. That's too far for me to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caught off guard and looking to deflect, Ellen muttered, "It was one of those rare, unscripted moments where the guest took control and the host didn't quite know what to do." Michelle Obama. Ellen's cheerful persona continued to crack, this time under pressure from none other than former First Lady Michelle Obama. What was meant to be a fun, harmless CVS shopping segment quickly turned into a test of patience. From the very beginning, Ellen's behavior was chaotic and disruptive. She opened packages without paying, played with store items, and made absurd suggestions. Michelle tried to keep things on track. Ellen pushed back. Michelle replied. Ellen, of course, ignored that. Then, spotting a baby, she exclaimed, Michelle snapped.
Oh, Ellen, look at this baby.
Let's sign the baby.
No, don't sign the baby.
Do you want us to sign the baby? Avery is beautiful.
Wow.
Let's
No,
just.
She's out of control.
Oh, don't you want me to sign the shorts? Yeah.
But you were about to head for the forehead.
Yeah, and then I go down like that.
Okay.
It was just.
It was clear that Ellen was out of control, and Michelle was over it. In a moment that wasn't scripted or planned, Michelle finally broke her First Lady composure and muttered,
The world happy
You
every
should
day.
have freed some slaves. You know, you're really annoying. It's like taking a 3-year-old to the store.
Not everybody does everything for you anymore.
Well, obviously not. I mean, this was hard. Oh.
Hassan Minhaj. Her 2019 interaction with comedian Hassan Minhaj revealed something even deeper than a tense moment. It exposed a fundamental form of disrespect that targeted identity and culture. During the interview, Ellen casually asked. Hassan responded kindly but clearly. He took a moment to enunciate his name, adding carefully. Then he repeated it. He explained how people constantly mispronounce it, turning it into some ridiculous version like.
And people always mispronounce it. They're always like, Hassan Minhaj, Hussein. I'm so sorry, I can't pronounce it. Meet my son, Higsby Witherthrottle III. And I'm like,
He joked, poking fun at how absurd it gets. But what made the whole moment awkward and honestly disappointing was how Ellen handled the correction. Even after he calmly explained how much it meant to him, especially since his parents were watching, she just laughed it off and kept going.
Hassan Minhaj.
No.
Yes.
no.
Really?
Well, my name is Hassan Minhaj.
Oh.
I want to do this, I actually want to do this on national television.
Good, please, because everyone that says your name says Hassan Minhaj.
Yeah, but the real way you pronounce it, and this is a big deal because my parents are here, it's Hassan Minhaj.
She didn't try to get his name right. Rather, she said, it wasn't just a slip-up. It was a missed opportunity to show cultural respect. In a moment where she could have acknowledged the importance of someone's name, Ellen's indifference said more than words ever could.
I'm just like, you don't have to.
Say it again so that people hear it again.
Hassan Minhaj.
Hassan Minhaj.
Yes, that's it.
Hassan?
Yes. And
Hassan?
look, when I first kind of, started doing comedy, people were like, you should change your name. And I'm like, I'm not going to change my name. If you can pronounce Ansel Elgort, you can pronounce Hassan Minhaj. There's an actor just named Ansel Elgort, and we all just walk around pronouncing it completely normally.
Yeah.
Celine Dion. But Ellen didn't just put pressure on guests with behavior. Sometimes it was her comments that crossed the line. Like in 2007, when Celine Dion visited to promote her album Taking Chances. Ellen brought up a photo of Dion's 6-year-old son, René Charles, and said Celine didn't appreciate the dig. She kept her tone composed but firm. Ellen backpedaled.
Hair.
You know, I have to say, it's amazing, right? You cut some people shave the head of their children. And people say, oh, isn't that terrible? Well, I don't even cut my son's hair, and they say, oh my God, when is she gonna cut her son's hair?
Right.
You know? Whatever I will do, I won't please everyone.
Right.
Then Celine dropped the mic, politely but powerfully. The audience could feel the shift. Ellen had crossed a line, and Celine wasn't afraid to protect her son's choices. Kathy Griffin. Kathy Griffin decided to take a different route when it came to calling out Ellen. She didn't confront her on live TV. She wrote about it in a book. During an interview, she was asked about a blonde talk show host she didn't get along with. Kathy laughed and said, in her book, Kathy didn't hold back. She casually mentioned Ellen but threw shade that cut deep, calling her out for not being a girl's girl. And in Kathy's world, that's one of the worst things you can be, especially in an industry where women need to uplift each other. She recalled a conversation she had with Joan Rivers. Kathy wasn't trying to stir drama, at least not only drama. She explained that in her mind, she was standing up for a friend. It was less about a personal grudge and more about disappointment. Kathy and Joan kept wondering why Ellen just couldn't be a part of that circle of support.
The joke of the weekend was, look out, Camilla, because, Joan's here and Chuck's got a little sparkle in his eye. And it was incredible. Like, they are really good. They were very, very good friends. And she was so generous. She introduced me to them. And there was no press. And we were all decked out. Like, we stayed at the same hotel. We had adjoining rooms. And then Joan was so, like, she would just go the extra mile. She'd say, this is my friend, Kathy Griffin. She's a comedian in America. She performs all over the world. She's outrageous. She's unique. She's special. You're going to love her.
And if you think Kathy was the only one Ellen seemed cold toward, you'd be wrong. Sofia Vergara. Things got uncomfortable when Sofia Vergara called Ellen out, right to her face, for skipping her wedding. What started as a polite thank you left the room a little tense.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry I couldn't make the wedding. I appreciate.
You're not really sorry.
No, I am.
But why didn't you make a little more effort to go? It's not like they're not holding the production for you for one day.
They can't hold the. I have to do a show every single day, and you had it. If you would have had it in town, but you had it in Florida.
She's talking like really fast, so I don't.
Ellen smiled and replied. Sofia didn't let it slide. She was talking fast, clearly amused, but also a little pointed. Ellen tried to lighten the moment. Sofia quickly interrupts her by saying, Ellen curiously asks her. Then, with a mischievous smile, Sofia said, the exchange was playful on the surface, but underneath, Ellen's usual control over the conversation was slipping.
But it's okay, I gave it to somebody else in my house.
No, but I saw some pictures. It looked beautiful, and it was big. There were like 400 people there.
Yes, it was like, it was my family and closest friends.
Yeah, but that's a big family.
But I know.
Sean Hayes. Then comes Sean Hayes. He shows up with his usual playful energy, goofy, charming, but he's not here to play nice. He doesn't waste any time before throwing a playful jab, and while it gets a laugh, there's a little sting behind it. Ellen replies. Sean shuts it down. He completely dismisses Ellen's achievements and moves on, totally ignoring her. Ouch. From there, he steamrolls over her. While Ellen tries to compliment him, Sean brushes it off. Ellen replies, then he drops a quiet roast so slick it almost goes unnoticed. That one hits hard.
Musicians are.
That was a good segue.
Yeah,
because
amazing.
I connected it. I said, that's what I'll do now.
I know. Can't shut it off on Ellen's brain. Just keep. Go, go, go. Okay, go on.
All right. Will and Grace.
Grace is the show that I've been on.
That's right. How long now?
Longer than 15.
Yeah.
No, it was
He mocks her transition, her hosting rhythm, everything. Ellen tries to clap back, clearly a little salty. Still, Sean keeps at it, calling out her choppy interview style and abrupt segues. Martha Stewart. During a 2016 round of Never Have I Ever on The Ellen Show, Ellen decided to stir things up by asking some pretty personal questions, but she wasn't ready for the way Martha Stewart would respond. The moment got uncomfortable fast when Ellen read the card. There was a pause, then laughter, and then Ellen turned to Martha.
Hey. Wow! Martha? You've sexted? Do you know what that is?
I have used.
Without missing a beat, Martha delivered a calm but cutting comeback with perfect composure.
I have used technology for a lot longer than you have, Ellen.
Oh, all right. Yow!
The audience erupted, but Ellen kept pressing. Martha didn't flinch. She casually pointed to the card and said, in just a few lines, Martha managed to flip the script, exposing how invasive the question was while keeping her dignity and humor intact. It was subtle, classy, and sharp. But this wasn't just a funny game gone awkward. It was another example in a growing list of times Ellen crossed the line and found herself shut down, gracefully but firmly. Ricky Gervais. Ellen DeGeneres has a habit of pushing her guests a little too far, And one person who wasn't having it was Ricky Gervais. Ellen kept circling back to Ricky's drinking habits during his Golden Globes hosting gig, almost like she was trying to catch him off guard or embarrass him.
I'm so happy you're here.
What an amazing audience.
Yes, see? That's how you get him to do that, too. Yeah, I don't know why it's taken so long, but I'm glad you're here now. I just am a huge fan.
Thank you.
Huge, huge fan.
Thank you very much.
Now, let's talk about the most powerful, what were you on Time Magazine, most powerful man in the universe or something
Yes,
like that?
that's exactly right. I was most powerful. I was in that most influential people of the year thing, but what do polls mean? I was voted man most women secretly fancy.
That's the recent one, right?
Yeah.
Ricky explained honestly. Ellen wasn't done. She followed up. Ricky shrugged it off, but Ellen tried to press again, this time about his drinking. Ricky clapped back with no hesitation.
What do polls mean? I was voted man most women secretly fancy.
That's the recent one, right?
Yeah. Well, no. That's not a good thing. That's not a compliment, because that means if it's secretly fancy, that means they're ashamed of it. Why do they even admit it? I mean, how did they get it out of them? Who do you fancy? Was it under interrogation? Was it like Jack Bauer saying, who do you fancy? Okay, it's Ricky Gervais. Why?
Still, Ellen kept digging. Ricky, unbothered, answered, he had a comeback for everything and he wasn't embarrassed one bit. Unlike many of Ellen's guests who get visibly uncomfortable under pressure, Ricky wasn't fazed. He flipped the moment, owned his truth, and reminded everyone that not all celebrities are going to sit back and be humiliated, especially not on their terms.